Hello, good evening, thanks for watching everyone. This is Paranoia RPG. I'm Alex Oliver and these are my friends. This is our second time playing this, first for some. Welcome to Izzy, to the Saturday night stream team. Love to see it, things you love to see. We're looking forward to this one. I've got a great crew around me and we've got the amazing friend computer for the evening. Mr. Phil I am, I'll hand it over. Take it away, buddy.
So, we're playing the second out of the three intro scenarios that come with the Red Clearance edition of Paranoia. Not the latest one. So last time we used pre-generated characters, but this time we're going to start from scratch and do the character creation. Because character creation, well, it's kind of a bit different. I thought it might be a bit fun. So the backstabbing and the hate starts in the character creation. So, if you happen to look on your character sheet, you will find that apart from your name, it is blank. Or it should be blank. There should be no numbers on your attributes or your skills. So, for people who don't know this is the first time, you've got 4 attributes. You've got brains, chutzpah, mechanics, and violence. And then under each of those, you've got 4 skills. So they're grouped under those 4 attributes because those skills are probably most commonly used with those attributes. But as we found out last time we played, you can pretty much mix and match a skill with any skill with any attribute if you can justify it. So, for example, you could have a mechanics and a throw roll. So that gives you combine an ability score and a skill score, and that gives you your essentially gives you your dice pool, which is called a node in this. You see how many dice you roll, and 5s and 6s are successes. But first we need to make the characters. So first thing we need to do, we've already done the names. So second thing we need to do is allocate skills. So how this works is, and this is going to be a bit awkward because we're not sat around the table. So are the cameras, the order of the cams same for everybody? Is we've got Izzy on the far left, Chris, then Martin, then Oliver, and then Brew. Is that what everybody sees?
I've got...
Yeah, cool.
Got top, I've got Izzy, you, Phil, then Chris, and then bottom I've got Martin left.
Well, yeah. Ignore me.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, ignoring me. That's cool.
So,
I think it's usually in alphabetical, so.
Well, so long as everybody can see the same, it'll avoid some confusion. So, how this works is, we'll start with Martin. Okay. And you begin by choosing one of the skills listed, any one of those 16 skills, so alpha complex, bureaucracy, psychology, athletics, any one of those, and you set it to level 1. So you put 1 replace the 0 with a 1.
Okay, and I can choose any of them, it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. So the one thing to notice is once you've chosen a skill, you can't choose that skill again.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so this is the level that it's going to be at.
Okay.
So
but that's not the. That's the 4. It's the smaller ones, not the 4 top ones, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. The ones below in the gap. Okay, so what did you choose?
I chose bureaucracy.
So yes, bureaucracy is 1.
It sounds strange.
Okay, no, it's fine. So then the person to your left gets -1 in bureaucracy.
Yeah.
So that would be Oliver.
Oh, nice. So I get -1 in bureaucracy. Can I have a -1, can I?
You can have a -1, yeah.
Lovely. Cheers, Chris.
Okay.
Oh, it's so fun being called Chris.
Right, so now we move on. So now, Oliver, you choose a skill. Any skill other than the one that you've just put a value in, and you put 1 in it.
I'm going to put 1 in athletics.
Okay, and then Brew, you get -1 in athletics.
Oh, sorry, mate.
It's okay, I'm already wheezing over here.
I think I see the pattern here.
So, Brew, you choose a skill, set it to level 1, and then Iz gets that same skill at -1.
Alright, Izzy, which one do you want most?
I'm not saying that.
I want bluff.
Okay, so you get bluff at 1, and Izzy, you get bluff at -1.
And I just put a -1. Ah,
Yep.
I got it.
Okay.
So
So if you find it easier, if you click inside a box, once there's a cursor flashing inside the numbers box, you can use the up and down arrows, cycle through.
Mm-hmm. I did that accidentally.
Excellent.
I accidentally figured that one out. So I guess I have to choose a skill and then.
Yes, indeed you do. So choose one skill that has not got a number in it, that's got 0 in it, and then you add 1 to it, and Chris gets -1.
I'm gonna go with guns. Guns.
Guns. So you get level 1. Chris gets -1 in guns.
So I'm tempted to go for bureaucracy just because that would take that away from Martin. Sorry, but
Go for it.
I'm gonna go for athletics.
Athletics. Okay, so +1, you get +1, and Martin gets -1. Okay, so now we go round again, but this time you're assigning 2.
Oof.
So you pick it, Martin, you pick a skill, and this is going to be level 2. And then Oliver gets -2.
I'm freaking out.
I don't know. I'm gonna choose charm.
Okay. So it's -2 on charm for you, Oliver.
-2?
-2.
Oh, shit.
I'm in love with the elevator music.
I
had to turn it down because I was having some issues with my sound.
Can't wait to listen to it for another 4 hours.
Is it me to pick now?
It is, yeah, sorry.
Right, okay, I'll take 2 in Intimidate.
Okay. -2 in Intimidate for Brew then.
Right, so you still stuck in the dance challenge from last week?
Oh, that was so much fun.
I'm gonna take 2 in Alpha Complex.
Wise.
So I assume I take -2 in that?
Yep.
I am gonna take 2 in stealth.
-2 for you then, Chris.
In stealth?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Oh, right.
You're athletic but not stealthy.
I'm gonna put this in the athletics.
Okay.
So is that 2 off?
So you can't put in a skill that's already been allocated a number.
Oh, sorry. Right. Okay.
So you can't adjust something. So if you got a bad score, you can't mitigate it by choosing it.
Okay. Okay. Fair enough. Go
This
for
should
Alpha
work.
Complex.
I'm not convinced it does work, but it should work.
Go for Alpha Complex. So that's 2 off Alpha Complex.
Okay. So that's +2 on Alpha Cover. That's -2 on yours and Martin.
Okay.
And then you've already so you now choose 1 at level 3.
Oh, cool. I'm gonna choose guns.
So I get -3 on guns.
You do?
Oh, great. Cheers, Martin, mate.
Oh, I'm just trying to pick a couple of each thing.
Right, so what's Brew going to be shit at next?
Get all your DM anger out. That's what I'm doing. It's a good job Izzy's not after me, or, you know.
I'm going to take 3 in science.
Okay, that's -3 in science for Brew then.
This is fun.
We're playing dirty now.
Nah, I just wanted me to be good. I'm not thinking about where you're crap at.
I'm gonna take 3 in demolitions.
Okay, so that's it. Izzy, you get -3 in demolitions.
And I am going to take 3 in psychology.
-3 for you and Chris.
Where's psychology?
It's in
Left.
brains.
Yeah, okay. That's a wee bit of irony right there. I am gonna put 3 into throw. I'm gonna put 3 into throw.
Okay, so that's -3 for you, Martin. And then you get to choose one that's got level 4.
My character's like turned into like he doesn't seem to have a lot of get up and go. He's shit at sports, and he's not an alpha, so it's fun. I'm gonna choose. So this is 4, isn't it? I guess.
Yeah, level 4, yeah.
I'm gonna choose program.
Oh,
Four.
-4 in program. Okay. I'm gonna take. Oh, what's good? I'm gonna have a 4 in melee.
-4 for you then, Brew.
I'm so glad
Sorry.
you're not beside me, lad.
I'm gonna take a 4 in guns.
Nice.
So given that I had 1 in guns, do I then go to -3?
Yes, yes, I guess it would be, yeah.
Okay.
This is cool how this works.
And I am going to go 4 into throw.
Right. That brings me to -1.
Did you take a 3 in throw?
Yeah. And I'm gonna take a 4 in melee.
Oh, Martin, your guy's a slob.
No, he's not. It's literally me. I can't throw for shit, and I don't reckon I could hit someone either. So
I'm so
Wait,
depressed that I put 3 in throw. Like, fuck.
We got you ended up with a -1. Nice play,
Yeah.
Izzy.
So was that level 4?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So Martin, you put one. This is your last one. You put one in at level 5.
ooh, okay. I'll try something that I'm gonna be good at, which is gonna be, intimidate.
Oh,
Gonna
so
be
I
I'm gonna
put
be
2 on that.
scary.
-3. You dick. You dick. You dick. Oh, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 minuses and only 3 positives. Right, I'm gonna have 5 in. I wanna have 5 in. Oh, right.
Matter.
I'm torn between stealth and alpha complex, guys. Alpha complex. I'm 5 in alpha complex.
Okay. -5 for Brew.
This game's stupid. I'll take a 5 in psychology.
I've got a big 0 in that.
-5 for Iz.
So that takes me down to
serves you
-2.
right, Liz. Serves you right.
It's
You give me
when you
-3.
put points in something, then you lose even more. That's the worst.
Don't be mean to Izzy. She's new. You have to be nice to her. Bully,
I'm gonna
bully-
take 5
bully her
in
next
melee.
time.
Oh, she just slaughtered Chris.
That's -5 for you and Chris.
What was that in melee?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. That's -1. I am gonna go for bureaucracy for 5.
What did you say? Sorry.
Bureaucracy for 5. So that's
Aw.
huge. -4.
This is the best
It's-
character creation ever.
It's only
actually.
suiting that Chris gets bureaucracy for the amount of times he used it the last game.
Yeah, yeah. I was good with it, like. It's when you violently use bureaucracy and things like that. It's
Shuffle
so fun.
papers violently.
So my
Yeah,
my character is going to be great in combat and an absolute idiot.
That's, the fun thing is mixing things. So you're like, right, I'm see you had like a 4 in violence because you can have base stats as well, but you're trying to do something bureaucratic because you've got a 3 in bureaucracy, right? I'm doing violent bureaucracy, but then you've got to describe how you're doing that, and that makes a lot of fun. Like,
Okay, so
I-
next thing
I only have 3 positives.
1, 2,
Oh wow.
Who's
4.
Spec Martin for level 5? Is there 6?
No, that's
that's
stop to
it.
5.
That was the last
Fine.
one.
Did you get a
wanted to
-5
do
one
that.
for Martin?
Bureaucracy. So
yeah.
I think he's -4 now. Yeah.
-4, yeah, for that.
You're looking like a Karen in that wig, so that makes sense.
Oh, I was thinking my character basically looks like they'd be an arsehole and work in HR.
Nice.
So that's how I'm playing it.
Karen.
Okay. So next we get from that we get the attribute scores. So in each column you want to count up how many positive skills you've got in each column. Not the total value of them, just how many positive skills you've got.
Right, yeah.
And you just make a note of that. Just make a note of that
many are
in
there total?
the column at the top for now.
You just done that. in
So just the
two
positive skills?
Yeah. So if you've got, for instance, Ashley, you have got in Chutzpah, under Chutzpah, you have got 1 positive skill. So yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's it.
then. Yeah, like I've got 2 in brains and 2 in
Hey,
violence.
I have some chutzpah.
2 in brains
got
and 2 in
I've
violence,
got-
eh?
I've got 7 in Chutzpah. I'm very Chutzpah.
You can't have 7. You only got
You can't
4.
have
There's
You
only
can-
4.
it's-
There's only
it's-
4 total.
It's the count, not the
number-
total.
the
Yeah, not that
number
you're
of
not totaling skills, just how many
Ah.
how many are positive.
Because if we were doing
like-
total,
okay,
I'd
okay,
have
okay.
9 in violence.
Yeah, so if you've got like athletics and melee are positive numbers, you've got 2 in
Okay.
violence,
Yeah.
for example.
Okay.
Okay.
So like I say, you want to just for now, you want to record those numbers just in the box at the top. But what we're going to do now is we're going to pass the character sheets to the person on your left, and they are going to assign those 4 numbers in wherever they want in them to them 4 abilities.
What?
What?
So you're gonna do my character, Izzy, and Izzy, you'll do Bruce, and then Brew will do.
Oh wait, so you'll have mine. Oh
Alright,
fuck.
so do Bruce.
So I shall just give me a moment. I'll make it so everybody can see everybody's character sheets, but at least for now.
This this is too funny.
So what we're doing, distributing somebody's what points now?
So the points values that's in the 4 ability scores, you move them to wherever you want to put. You put them wherever you want. So at the moment, Ashley has got 0 brains, 1 chutzpah, 0 mechanics, and 2 violence. So Chris can rearrange those numbers, those 4 numbers, in whichever order he wants.
Right. Okay. So I open up Isla.
So Chris is
Oh, she's got 1 in everything. So
Wait, so who am I doing?
Make her have 4 in something and nothing.
So
in
you'll be doing
else.
Bruce.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need Isla.
Oh, you need Isla. Oh, we're going the other way.
Yep.
So who am I
Yeah.
getting?
So you'll get Martin. Right?
I
Yeah.
get Chris. Nice.
I do.
So I
So am I
really-
do- I'm doing Chris.
Yeah, you're doing Chris.
Now, can you move them anywhere? So if they've got 4 points, you could put 4 in something and 0, 0, 0.
You
How
can't
do-
change. You can't change the numbers. You can
You
just
only
change
move
the position.
positions, the numbers are in.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I'm fucked because Isla's got 1 in everything.
Yeah, you can't move that, if they've got 1 in everything.
No, there's not a lot
Okay.
you can do about that. Sorry, Chris.
How do you see the sheets?
If you close out of
the
yours, there's
access
that
tab.
plate.
The wee man at the top left. Top right, sorry. Right, so what are you getting?
Top left, top right.
Top right. Top right, there's that row of
Right,
icons
well,
on the
Chris.
top right, and one of them looks like a little kind of meeple, I suppose, if you know board games. That's called
You
Jack.
playing Evan? Chris, are you playing
Actors.
Evan or Frank?
I'm
Frank?
Frank.
Frank. Okay.
I just
Wait,
realized why
sorry.
that's funny because Oliver plays Francis.
I just tried to make a joke on, but I can see player card hands. I can see music.
So,
There you go.
actors tab. There's one that, like I say, it looks
On
like a little
actors
man.
tab.
So,
Yeah.
Chris,
Uh,
you get Martin, Chris,
oh,
you get
click
1 in brains,
players.
1 in mechanics, and 2 in violence.
Right. And who are you playing, Izzy? What's your character's name? Ash?
I'm Ashley, yeah. Sorry, I muted myself because I was snacking.
Right.
And I
now
didn't
that
want
I've
you to
got,
hear that.
Already.
now that
We
We
I've
have a
got it,
bunch of
Level
strawberry
0.
laces.
just go 1 through 4.
Yeah, you just rearrange those 4 numbers wherever you want amongst brains, chutzpah, mechanics, and violence.
Who's doing me?
I think Brew
Why did
is.
you?
Oh, you're
Drew.
doing, what have you done to my character then? Eh?
I just swapped them. I swapped your 2s and your 0s.
Oh, you motherfucker, let me see what you've done.
You got a 0 on violence.
Oh, you ruined my violence. Oh, you give me mechanics,
Frank's
what a
just
shit one.
Frank's just says 0. So how do I input what? I can't change.
Oh, did he
anything
not-
or add anything?
Has he not got any positives?
Oh. All right. Oh,
It
there you
was
go.
0.
Yeah, all your
Wait.
sheets blank, Frank.
What? Shouldn't be. Do I need to save it?
No.
No.
On my screen, it's all just 0. For
Yeah, it
everything.
is.
I've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
a 2 in brains and a 1 in violence.
Do you remember what your
Okay.
skills were?
You'll
All
need
the
to do your
are blank.
skills again.
You had a 5 in bureaucracy.
5 in bureaucracy, minus 3 in psychology.
Yeah.
There were some
All
minuses in.
zeros for chutzpah, except stealth
Say,
is
say
minus
again.
2.
Say again, Chris.
Stealth is minus 2.
Stealth is -2. Yeah.
Violence is 1. Athletics is 1. Guns is -1. Melee is -1, and throw is -1.
What's the
Is he's
total?
just chuckling away, that I had.
I'm proud of that,
0
okay?
violence.
Oh,
So
now
so
it's
you
come
got,
up. Now it's come up. Okay.
So you got athletics 1, guns -1, melee -1, throw -1. Can you remember what demolitions were? Or was?
Demolitions is 0. Everything
Engineer?
in mechanics was 0.
Was it?
Everything,
Alright.
yeah.
I don't think anybody touched demolition, so I think we've all got 0.
He's
in
got. So I think
I
he's
got
got 2
demolition.
No,
points.
Brew
Oh, somebody did.
demolitions.
Right, I've done it. I think he's only got 2 positives, so I'm just putting it all
Oh,
in
wow.
violence. Yeah, I put it all in violence for you. So you got 2 points.
I don't think you can change the number. I think you have to just put the numbers in different
Yeah,
bits.
you can't.
Yeah, so you'd
you
have a
can't
1
add
for
them
brains
together.
and a 1 for violence, and you can switch those with
Yeah, you just
throw
switch.
or mechanics if you want.
You're just switching the numbers round, the positions of them.
Not adding or subtracting.
Oh, you can't add them up. Oh,
No.
okay.
Only
Okay,
move
okay.
them.
So.
what?
Yep, I've done it. So yeah, 1 in mechanics and 1 in violence. I've done.
What do I need to do?
So what you're doing,
Ashley.
Ash.
Actually,
So at the moment, Ashley's got 0 in brains, 1 in chutzpah, 0 in mechanics, and 2 in violence. So you can swap the positions of those 4 numbers into any of those 4 slots.
Now's
So
your
you can
chance.
Oh, okay.
You don't change the value of them; you just change the position of them.
Exact your revenge.
So you could put 2 into violence, 1 into mechanics.
This is wild. You've got no control of your own character.
It's really stressful.
You said the rest of our sheet should be like it was standardly, so wounds and XP would be a 0, and
Yeah.
what was default Moxie?
Default Moxie is 8.
Yeah, I might see it.
So your wound should be fine. Your flag should be your loyal. Flag should be loyal. XP should be 0. Moxie should be 8. Okay, just let me know when everybody's done with that, and we'll
Yep.
go on to the next bit.
I think I'm done, but I don't think my changes save.
No, I think they. Did you change my chutzpah?
Yeah, this should be.
Yeah, I swapped your chutzpah and your violence.
Yep, I saw that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Cool.
I can say that as well. Okay, so the next thing we need to do. So now you get a chance to mitigate the damage that's been done to your character, but
Hey.
at a cost. At a cost. So what you can do is you can permanently reduce your Moxie points to raise your skills on a 1-for-1 basis. So you can lose 1 Moxie point to raise one of your skills by 1 point. That's one
What
of
is
your skills.
Moxie?
So Moxie is kind of your
Sanity?
represents your sanity, yeah.
Okay.
How stable you are.
Now, question, friend computer. Can we increase it, or is this our cap now? If we reduce it now, that's our cap forever.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh.
If you reduce your Moxie, it's permanently reduced to that level.
And what counts as skills versus stats?
So your stats are your brains, chutzpah, mechanics, and violence. Skills are the 4 things listed under.
Okay.
And did you say it was skills we can swap this Moxie for?
It's
and
skill,
not stats?
yeah, 1-for-1 on skills. But like I say, if you reduce it, that's gone because you can spend Moxie to get extra dice. But when you spend them to get extra dice in the game, you do eventually get them back.
And there's no increase with the level or whatever for your skills. The only way is to get those extra dice.
Yeah. You can get as you earn XP, you can spend XP points to upgrade your character.
If we use this
Can
Moxie
I-
now,
can
that
I-
cap's permanently.
Can I upgrade now?
What, by spending Moxie, you mean?
Yeah, I want to
Yeah.
put 2 in the bureaucracy, so I've got 7.
Yeah. Go ahead, don't go ahead and do it. I shall trust you to be honest and
Is
do.
there a cap on the skills?
There is. Have a look. 5 can't be above 5.
Oh, you can't put up to 7 then.
No, and you can't. You can't.
Oh. I'm going
Sorry.
to put them in violence then.
And you can't. You can't spend more than 5 Moxie.
Okay.
Can't put it in violence because that's a stat. That's still in the skills.
Oh, can't put it
Yeah.
in stat.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you will
That's
get.
still-
You'll get a chance to increase your stats as well, but
I'm,
that's got a different cost.
I'm adding 1 to
Alright.
athletics and 1 to science. So I'm taking 2 Moxie off.
Okay, so don't forget what your new maximum is. Unfortunately, there's no way of recording your maximum on the sheet.
I'll just
Do,
write it
do
down.
you know what? I'm just staying where I'm at.
It's a bit costly spending Moxie on increasing skills. To be honest.
Well, do you think I should go back up to 8 then and take them off?
That's up to you.
Yeah, what was it I did?
The thing is, I don't know how.
Science,
For those who have played, given that this
It-
is my first time, how
It's
crucial is?
It's how many dice you roll, basically. Isn't it?
Okay.
So if you've got, you'll, like I say, you'll pair up an attribute with a skill, and that total will give you how many dice you roll. If there's a negative number inside that, then that will still give dice, but that will reduce any results on that will reduce the number of successes rather than adding to it.
Okay.
With 3 Moxie.
You spend 3 Moxie, okay. So basically more dice, better chance of passing.
Yeah, I am spending the 2 actually, because Bru's going for it. I'm like, if she's not being shy,
Yeah,
I'm not being
I think
shy.
I will
I ain't
too.
doing it.
1 on science, 1 on athletics. I'm doing it.
I'll keep all my sanity.
Hang on, I think somebody moved one of my skills. Because I had 4 in throw, not 4 in athletics. I never touched athletics.
I maybe fucked up the sheet. I won't lie to you.
Just swap them round.
Because I was
want
fucking
more.
with Chris's throw, so
Yeah.
What happens if people cheat?
Well, if we know that they cheat, then they will get experience deducted or clone.
I hate to point out there's a recording of me choosing throw, so
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna spend 2 moxie. 1 for bureaucracy and 1 for engineer. There we go.
Okay. Is that?
I don't know how
everybody-
useful these skills are.
Well, not always useful at all, to be honest.
Well, hold up. If we were to put 1 in a 0, right? Or even offset 1 of the negatives, would that then up our stat?
No, not at this point, no.
Oh, okay, then never mind.
But getting rid of a negative isn't a terrible idea, though. Because a negative value will give you dice that reduce your number of successes rather than adding to them.
Last time I used Intimidate in this game, it didn't go well anyway, so.
Okay, so is everybody happy with that, spending the Mox point or not? Okay, right, so the next thing you can do is you can increase the value of your attributes. To pay for that, you must reduce the maximum number of clones that you have, which is your lives.
How
That
many
is
clones?
You start with 6.
I'm
If
gonna
you
do
lose all
one.
your clones, then that is your character. Your character is completely wiped and gone forever.
This is
I
your
reckon.
life.
Obviously, you can't reduce your clones to 0. And what you could if you want to wipe the character out before it even starts. But
Just commit
reckon-
suicide right off the bat.
yeah,
I reckon I could do 1.
so, yeah.
I'd be-
So, again, it's on a 1-for-1 basis. So if you lower your clone count by 1, then that means you can put up one of your attributes by 1.
Is this a one-shot? Or...
That's what I'm just thinking about as well.
There is another.
Sacrifice.
There is another scenario after this one, and that finishes
No,
the
just one more, though.
Just one more.
You can, if you get enough experience points, XP points rather, you can potentially buy more clones.
So can
I'll
I
spend 3.
can I put this in the top, the grey ones?
Yeah, so it goes.
the grey
Right.
ones.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
so it's brains,
So,
lowering your clones,
Yeah,
looks up
brains.
either brains, chutzpah, mechanics, or violence.
I'm going for brains.
I'm
Okay, so
I'm dropping to 4 lives and putting 1 in brains and 1 in
oh
violence.
my god!
I'm using 2.
Ridiculous.
Okay.
Fuck it.
So-
Someone
And if
has-
you use a clone, do you change the number at the end of your name?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh no, sorry, no. It's still because that's the clone that you're currently on.
Okay.
So you're on your.
So how
first
do you
clone.
track if you?
Well, this
if
is a thing. You're just going to have to. Unfortunately, you can either So if you scroll down, there's a section called Mission Objectives, and if you
Mm.
put your pointer over that, a little pen will appear, and so you can
Yeah.
click on that, and you can edit. You can write things in there. So you could record it in there or on a piece of paper. I will trust you, just so long as you've got something to remind you.
Mhm.
Unfortunately,
In which case, I think-
we're playing, like I said, we're playing the red clearance edition of Paranoia, and this module is meant for the new edition that's not out yet. So some things are slightly different.
I'm just going to use Notepad because I'm trendy.
I think I'm going to use one clone and put it in brains.
So yeah,
Oliver-
that's probably not a bad idea to write it in the mission objectives box. Your maximum
See, Bruce,
maximum
one-shot
moxie
heads,
and
it's
your
ticking,
maximum
it's ticking,
clones.
she's thinking.
you're only gonna have 2 lives.
No, I've used 2. I'm gonna have 4 lives.
Oh, I used 3.
Did you?
Do I have to tell everyone what I'm doing? Because I don't want to tell you guys what I'm playing with.
No, you don't have to. No, you don't have to. No.
Idiots! I know all your clones. You know nothing about me.
The only thing
Martin's
people,
got 19 lives. We know how you play, Martin.
Let me open his character sheet real quick.
so the only thing you know about other people's clones is the number of clone that they're currently on. So you know how many they've lost, not how many they've got left. Well, in theory.
So if we spend these clones, does that mean we have a new cap? Or we can still buy those clone
can buy
lives
them.
back?
Oh yeah. Can we?
No, you can still buy them back. You can still buy them back. Yeah,
Okay.
but it's
Cost you
expensive. It's expensive. So let me just.
I've used
extra.
2.
Read the book.
No, I just didn't know if it changed the cap, because if it changes the cap, then that's a different story.
Like the Moxie's
Yeah,
a cap, and you've lowered the cap forever.
Moxie's cap. Your clones, you can buy extra clones.
Can't believe
I
you
feel
used
like-
3.
I feel like we just walked up to a shop that had a wee pit outside of it just for clones, and we just threw all our clones in there. They're all just lying there unused for the rest of their life. That's it. Done.
Just removing the ownership so nobody can peek at anybody else's character sheets now.
That's not nice.
That's not nice.
You've got the pause thing on. I don't know if it's meant to be on film, but you've got it on.
It's not, but it doesn't make any difference at the
Yeah,
moment.
cool.
I will remove it because it's annoying to look at. There we go, it's gone. Okay, so is everybody happy with that? Their choices that they've made? There's no going back once you've made them.
I don't know.
Happy is a strong word. Like it's done.
Yeah. No, don't worry about it. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
don't worry about it.
confused.
That's good. That's good.
Great.
You want to be confused. If you know
I hate
too
all
much,
of you.
if you know too much, then that's bad.
Knowing too
I'm
much
gonna
is
exit.
treason.
Yeah, I'm gonna exit. I'll execute you if you know too much, essentially. So,
It's my first time.
okay, so if you look in your mission objectives box, because there's nowhere else to put it, there's a little bit that says personality, or it should do. Yeah. Okay, so you need to pick 3 words, 3 descriptive words that describe your character's personality. And bear in mind, using those 3 words, role playing out them descriptors can be beneficial. They don't have to be positive. They can be negative. They can be a mixture. It's up to you. But there's no requirement for them to be one or the other.
I can't click it.
Jeez. What is my personality? Who is Ashley?
So 3 descriptive words.
My guy's great at alpha complex and science, so I'm going for nerdy for 1. He's great at melee, so I'm going for tough for another.
I was gonna go for tough for mine
And
as
he's
well.
got- yeah, and he's got athletics. I'm going for fast. Nerdy, tough,
Can I-
fast.
Can I just write
Is that a
mine? in
personality? Are
as a
those
company?
personality traits? Fast isn't a personality trait. Tough is.
To tell each other what we've chosen as well for this.
You will in a moment, yeah. You will in a moment.
Okay.
You don't have to tell them now.
Well, that changes it a little.
There's a little last twist. Well, a couple.
I don't actually think this is a personality trait. So
Right.
Is it you could just put no personality, then you wouldn't have to roleplay. I'm trying to get in your head. I read the rules. We're not supposed to be nice to each other. That's what the rules
Yeah, so
basically
personality
says.
traits is probably, it might be a misnomer. So three adjectives that describe your character. Probably a better way of putting it.
Mine all begin with S.
Mine both begin with N so far.
First one, numpty. No,
No.
the other two are just numpty.
But you must have three. Three different ones.
If we have to switch these,
What?
I apologize in advance.
Sorry, what was that? What was that,
If
Brew?
we have to switch these with other people,
Sorry, Brew, are you going to lose a clone for that?
Ah!
Something you get from metagaming.
My god, that's so funny. If that happens, someone's gonna have fun with mine.
do I really lose a clone?
You do. You lose a clone.
I'm done.
Oh my god, I can't believe you're at the bottom of the class, bro. This is amazing. You're always like top of the class with these
I
games.
lost 4 clones.
Absolute madness already.
Okay, no, Chris has stepped away. Oh, he is. Here he is.
Chris is running away.
3 more
Just-
actors.
Did you get your 3 adjectives then, Chris?
No.
Remember, Iris isn't a personality trait.
Neither
just
is
in case you
Ginger.
thought that. Oh, Ginger, yeah.
I'm not ginger.
Oh, strawberry blonde, you also can't put that as a personality trait.
There's got to be an adjective.
Okay.
Okay, got him? Everybody got him? Yeah? Cool. So, Izzy, can you read out your 3 adjectives?
Yes. Ashley is tough, angry, and dumb.
Okay. Okay. Chris?
Chris.
Chris, you can flip one of those to its opposite.
What were they again?
What were they again?
Tough, angry, and dumb.
You could make her happy and
What, angry and dumb?
Tough,
Tough.
angry, and dumb.
So she could be wimpy.
Wimpy, angry, and dumb.
Yeah, that sounds funny. Yeah, wimpy, angry, and dumb. There we go.
Okay, what are your 3 adjectives, Chris?
Honest, cowardly, optimistic.
So, Martin,
Honest, cowardly. What's the other one?
honest, cowardly, and optimistic.
I'm going to make him pessimistic.
Hey.
Oh, excellent, excellent. So, Martin, what are your 3?
Mine are, let me quickly check. They are sassy, sneaky, and sarcastic.
Okay, Martin? Sorry, Albert. You want to flip one of those?
Sassy, sneaky, and sarcastic.
Yeah.
So he's going to be sassy, clumsy, and sarcastic.
Okay, and Oliver, what are you
Right.
offering?
Evan is nerdy, nervous, and witty.
So Brew, you get to flip one of those.
Let's go with confident instead of nervous.
Oh, okay.
Where? Positive. And what are yours, Brew?
Cunning, manipulative, and skeptical.
Ooh.
You get to flip one of those, was it?
I am gonna flip. Trying to think of what the opposite of cunning is. I guess.
Dumb,
yeah.
Yeah.
I shall check. What is opposite of cunning?
Honest, guileless, naive.
Naive.
You're naive.
Naive,
Like
manipulative, and whatever the last one was.
Foolish.
Ooh, foolish.
Yeah, foolish or naive. Yeah.
I think I might have
I'm
done
gonna
the
leave it as
next ones
naive.
wrong,
I feel like
but
that's an interesting one to roleplay.
You what? Sorry, Chris.
I think I messed the next ones up, but we'll find out shortly.
Okay. So that
Are you
is.
reading ahead in the rulebook, Chris?
No.
No.
You sure
Minus
you
one
don't want to
clone.
say yes?
Minus one clone.
Yeah, you might lose a clone for lying, mind.
I'm not lying. I'm not lying.
Okay, so that is pretty much the characters done. There's just one more thing. So, a lot of, due to various things like radiation levels and other contaminants and inbreeding and the centuries inside Alpha Complex, has resulted in mutations amongst the populace. So certain people have developed mutant powers. So some of you may have a mutant power. I will deal some cards out to you, and there is about a 42% chance that you will receive a mutant power. You do not reveal your mutant power if you have one to anybody.
Where will we see it?
Having a mutant power is treason, and you can be executed for it. Okay, so at this point, this will be a good point to explain the rather clunky way I've had to handle the card hands. So if you go over to the icon that says card stacks and open that up, click on that, you will see a folder that says play card hands. You should be in that folder, you should be able to see your name next to a hand. So for instance, Brew's hand. But you should also be able to see one that says a play area for each player. Yeah? Everybody see that?
Yep.
I just see my name in like Sirius's play area. Is that okay? That is right. Cool.
Yeah, so you should see
You
Brew's
should
play
see
area.
everyone's play area.
Okay,
Chris's
yeah,
play-
I see everyone's play area.
Yeah, and just your hand.
I don't see a hand.
Oh no, you're right. Sorry, it's not. You've not been given ownership of it. You will have.
Oh, okay.
Now. There you go.
Okay.
Okay. So, when any cards are dealt to you, they will appear in your hand. So I'll just do this as a demonstration. So send some action cards to your hand. Yeah. So. Okay, so
Popped mine out.
You
so
should
it doesn't show on
now-
the stream.
you should now have a single card in your hand. Check that.
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll just explain how this little window works. So on the right hand side, you've got a few icons. Got one that says pop out, which kind of pops it out into your window. You don't need to worry about that. Below that, you've got 6 little dots, which allows you to drag the window around. You click and hold it. Below that, there's a cog for settings. Don't need to worry about that. And then below the cog is a cross to close that window when you're done with it. At the bottom, on the left-hand side, you'll see your name, and then a button that says draw, a button that says pass, and a button that says reset. The only one you need to worry about is the one that says pass. So when you play a card, you'll click on pass, and it will open a window. So if you want to click on pass, on the pass button, and it will open a window that says it's called pass cards. At the top, there'll be a drop-down menu, and you want to pass cards to your play area. Okay?
You want us to do that?
Yeah, do that now. So when you're passing cards to your play area as well, make sure the face down box is checked. Okay?
Yep.
So now, like I said, this is a little bit clunky, but it's the only way I could do it. So now you can open up people's play areas, and you can see the cards they've played. Although everybody looks like they've played. Has everybody played the cards to Bruce play area? No. So some people have played it. You got to make sure that you've played it to your play area, not somebody else's. I think that's for you, Chris, isn't it?
Somebody gave Rue an extra one. I've done like it.
Okay. So
if we really wanted to fuck with somebody, we just play it to someone. No, I'm kidding.
I love that
no,
we've
because
done each other already.
they could cheat. They could look at your cards. You don't want to. So the reason why I've done this is so you know which cards you've played, and so nobody else can look at your cards. So that's basically how that works. We'll only really need it during combat if there's any combat. So yeah, you can. So there's a couple of buttons on your cards in your play area. There's like a little refresh symbol, and that's used to flip the card face up or face down. Everybody see that?
Yep.
Okay. Any questions? Don't worry about it if you're not sure. Any questions, we can sort it out as we go on. So,
If you have multiple cards in your hand, is the number that you would play like indicative of what position it is?
no, because if you've got multiple cards in your hand, you can select each card individually to play it.
Okay.
You select the card and you play that card. So you can So if you can either use the button on pass, or you can actually click on the card itself. And in the bottom left corner, there's like a play button. So you can play that card. Okay, like I said, don't worry about it if you're not sure. It's a bit confusing, it's a bit clunky, but it's the best way I could do it, because cards aren't used in this in the newer version of Paranoia. But don't worry about it. Okay, it'll be fine. I think. Oh, so we just need to find out who's a mutant. So let's see. So as I say,
will whatever card, if we do get a card, will that go into our hand?
It'll go into your hand. Yeah. Mutant cards can be used in combat, but of course you have to be careful about using the mutant card, because somebody knows you've used a mutant card, they can accuse you of being a traitor. So you have to be a bit constructive on how you're going to do that. Yeah. And like I say, you never show a mutant card to anybody. In fact, you wouldn't put it into your play. It'd always stay in your hand. You never put it in your play area. Right, so, like I say, there's only a 42% chance that you will be a mutant. Okay? So some amongst you are probably going to be traitors right from there. Well, everybody's a traitor. But even more of a traitor.
If you do get a mutant card, how would you then play the action on that if you never play it?
You will have to tell me in secret.
Okay. How do we whisper again? I don't want to.
So
If
you want to whisper to somebody, you can do it through the chat with just a /whisper. But what I will do is I've got a better whisper mod, so I'll add that in a moment. Yeah.
For context on that, Izzy and Chris that weren't here, we were playing Call of Cthulhu and I was whispering to the keeper that I was smacking her around the head with a poker out the fire, and I did the whisper command wrong and she just read it.
So yeah,
So in
after... Sorry, go on.
So will you? So in the chat, you just /whisper.
Yeah, but what I'll do is I've got a mod, and I'll enable this mod in a moment. So if you look in the bottom left hand corner, you can see a playlist.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So once the mod's installed, which I'll do in a minute, you'll be able to right click on a name, and one of the options that will come up will be whisper, and that'll open up separate
I'm
chat.
not going to need to worry because I'm not a mutant.
So, right, I'm going to deal the cards out now. So you may get a blank card, in which case you're not a mutant, or you may get a card with mutant power up.
Okay.
Try to keep a straight face. Okay, 1 second. Set that deck. Set the other one.
I have it popped out so it's off stream, so hopefully it'll still go to it when it's popped
Yeah,
out.
that's probably a good idea. You don't want people to see that. Okay, here we go. Okay.
And we will
There you
get
go,
a
so-
blank card if we're not mutants, right?
You will indeed. There you go. You will now have a card of some description. So let everybody take a moment to either read the card or pretend to read a card. While I have a quick break. Don't be laughing. I think that's enough time. If you don't understand it, tough.
If you don't understand it, tough.
Understanding it's treason anyway.
Right, okay. So let's kill this music. So, has anybody any questions before we start?
Why is Dr. Brown coming with us? From Back to the Future.
Do we have to use our names yet? Because obviously I'm confused. Do we use our real names or are we using the character names?
Character names. Character names.
Okay. From now on. Okay.
Yeah,
From
Chris.
now on, yeah. Okay, so you have all been called to a briefing room on your recent promotion to red clearance and granting of troubleshooter status. So troubleshooters in Alpha Complex are pretty much what it says. You are sent out by the computer to deal with trouble that arises, usually involving traitors, communists, mutants, and other problems that might arise. So the room that you're in is an otherwise featureless white-tiled room that features a briefing lectern and an obvious two-way mirror on the back wall. On one wall is a dirty yellow phone that when you enter, it starts to ring and it doesn't stop. The room smells of burnt plastic And on one wall is a poster that reads, "Were you involved in the Gehenna incident in sector THA, which does not exist? If so, please chain yourself to the nearest heavy object and report your location to the sector help desk. If you were not involved in the Gehenna incident, it did not occur." The door to the briefing room opens and an orange clone walks in. He begins stacking up the 5 chairs that are in the middle of the room and takes them away and piles them in the corridor outside.
Am I going to get that?
I'm not gonna get it. It's bad news anyway.
Looks around at everyone. I'm not getting that. Yeah, no way. Looks to see if anybody's moved
Not
towards
a
the phone.
chance.
I'm too sassy to get that phone. One of you plebs get it.
So
I'm-
one of the
nope,
things I will
Absolutely
point out,
not.
one of the things I will point out that is sort of embedded memory is in Alpha Complex there are various security clearances which are color coded. At the very bottom of the scale are the not ultraviolets, infrareds, which who wear black uniforms. Infrareds are the lowest of the low. They spend most of their lives drugged up, barely aware of their existence, and their main jobs tend to be scraping algae from the top of the food vats. Next up is red security clearance, which is what you are. Above that is orange, then yellow, and then I'm going to have to look at the book because I can't remember the next
Green?
tiers. It could be green. Who said that?
Me.
Okay, thank you.
Sorry.
Careful.
That's fine. Thank you for.
Yeah, I think she should lose a clone for being sassy when it's not in her character sheet. So,
I wasn't
She'll,
being sassy.
sounds sassy to me.
I shall make a note of that. Yeah, I
If
believe
it's not a red
here we
phone,
go.
I'm not touching it.
Yeah, so it goes infrared, red, orange, yellow, green, blue. Oh God, can I read that? Indigo, violet, and then ultraviolet. Ultraviolet is the highest of the high. So the ultraviolet are almost on the same level as the computer. So the computer is your friend. Friend computer runs Alpha Complex. If there are any more questions about Alpha Complex, you can consult the Alphapedia, which is located in your journal. So, a yellow level clone enters the room, and above his head, thanks to the your cortex implant and your eyeball display, you can see his name, just like you can see everybody else's names above their heads, along with their XP count and any traitor stars that person may have. So the name above this this clone is Vernon YHYT 1. He looks tired. In fact, you've probably seen him around before, and he always looks tired and overworked. And he's carrying a clipboard covered in dog-eared bits of paper and sticky notes. And as he flips towards the rear of the stack of papers, he kind of glances up at you and says, "Sit down, troubleshooters. Take a chair."
Sits down.
Okay, where are you sitting?
I'm gonna sit directly on the floor. JK, I'm gonna grab a chair from the corridor.
Yeah, go get a chair from the corridor. Is the phone still ringing, yeah?
Yeah.
I too am gonna respond to yes, sir, and go grab a chair.
So, excuse me, where are you going?
Grab
The
a
chairs
chair.
are outside, sir.
I didn't say you could leave the briefing room.
My apologies, sir.
Right.
And I return
I sit,
to where I was.
down on the floor,
Yeah.
cross-legged.
I'll wall chair it.
Then I'm wall chairing it. That's what I was trying to think of the word for that. When you like bend your knees and put it back against the wall.
Okay, right. It gives a. Okay, it gives an approving look to Isla and I got your character name down.
Isla.
Oliver.
It's
Fine.
Isla.
Isla, sorry,
I'm
Isla.
Evan.
Evan, all right. Okay, yeah, it gives an approving look to Evan and Isla. Make some notes on his clipboard. Right, he continues to leave.
As he's doing the notes, I just cough, muted, and then go back to leaning against the wall.
No one answers the phone.
Nope.
I'm gonna say, can the mutant answer the phone, please? And then just laugh at myself because I'm funny.
Right, he peers at you above his clipboard, the top of his clipboard, and then looks back to what he's doing. Right, then he finally stands up straight and says, "Good morning, cycle troubleshooters. Congratulations on your promotion. Frame Computer's chosen you to replace the previous team who were terminated with extreme prejudice for unauthorized removal and reinstallation of an AI module and potential Dave. The turbo lift in Sector HYT has also been terminated. In recognition of your talent for mindlessly scraping algae from the food vats, a talent which will be of no use at all, the computer has deemed you perfect for this upcoming mission. Your mission, troubleshooters, is to assist Scrubbot 002 in the cleaning and maintenance of this glorious sector. I'm sure you will be proud to be offered this chance to serve the computer and improve your home."
I'm gonna think really hard about where Scrubbot 002 is at. See if an arrow pulls up.
Okay. So he looks at you each of you individually, and kind of cuts a bit disappointedly, makes another note on his clipboard. Very well. Your cortex will be updated with your mission details. So an arrow should be pointing you through to the equipment dispensary. That's your next point of call. If you're ever in any doubt where to go, just follow the arrow, and you see the ping, and you see a gold arrow appear in your field of view, currently pointing towards the door leading out of this room. Oh, one last thing. Before I go, and before I let you go, I should assign you your mandatory bonus duties. These roles have been algorithmically selected by the computer to take advantage of each of your unique skill sets. If you feel you've been given an incorrect mandatory bonus duty, you are incorrect. So he looks at his clipboard for a moment, and he hands out these little instructional cards. Let me see, who's going to get this? So I think... So Isla.
That phone is the worst, by the way.
Good. Computer has designated you your team's happiness officer. You're responsible for ensuring that all happiness-related activities are carried out satisfactorily, maintaining team morale at or above approved levels, identifying and eliminating any lack of happiness and its underlying causes, and providing assistance, counselling, and additional happiness for anyone failing to be happy. And don't forget, happiness is mandatory. And that card is in your hand as well, Bruce. Okay. Citizen Chris.
Oh, me, Chris? Or him, Chris?
Yes, you. At this point, there's a voice comes from clearly comes from behind this two-way mirror. Could you just speak up a little bit, please?
Yep. What do you want? A mandatory level of happiness at this time.
Citizen Chris, you have been designated loyalty officer.
Yeah.
You are responsible for ensuring that loyalty is utilized and maintained at appropriate and approved levels, detecting any lapses or breaches of loyalty, reporting disloyalty to your superiors and or the computer, and identifying who is responsible.
Mm-hmm. Easy. You've done it.
Yeah, great.
Okay, so let's see. Ashley, computer has designated you team leader.
Ugh.
You are responsible for ensuring that the mission objectives are carried out appropriately, giving instructions that are clear, easy to understand, and not wrong. Seeing that all team members are performing their assigned duties correctly and not being or going wrong.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Okay. There's Evan. There you go. Evan, the computer has designated you science officer.
Hey.
You're responsible for ensuring that all science and hygiene practices are carried out appropriately. Bad hygiene is treason. You're also responsible for maintaining the cleanliness, health, and science of your team members and equipment, identifying and eliminating the uses and causes of non-science and unhygiene, and also using science and hygiene to assist your team members in their duties. And finally, Frank, you have been designated equipment officer. Why can't I see Frank? So, as equipment officer, you are responsible for ensuring all equipment is used appropriately and at approved levels, overseeing the maintenance and safekeeping of all equipment, preventing wrong activities with the correct use of equipment and vice versa, and also returning all mission-specific equipment to the issuing official intact. So, make sure you perform your roles to the best of your ability. If you feel that a teammate is underperforming, overperforming, or performing their role suspiciously within preset parameters of competence, please bring it up with me during your debriefing after the mission. Now, any question?
No, sir.
Is that more bad news on the phone?
I never answer that phone. And with that, he tucks the clipboard under his arm and leaves the room.
I'm gonna head towards the arrow towards the door. I want to get away from this phone, man.
We should head to Scrubbot 002. You following
Equipment room
the
first, isn't it? Equipment room first, I think it was.
Yes, equipment dispensary. You are
Dispensary.
correct.
Heading that way.
Follow the arrow.
Are you doing as team leader says?
I am.
Oh,
I am
yeah.
going to the arrow, and I am.
I'm gingerly just juddering along.
I'm making sure everyone's looking at
Cowardly.
their arrows because I'm the science officer.
I'm going at the back because I'm the loyalty officer and I don't trust any of you.
That is the right attitude to take. Okay.
Thank you,
So-
thank you, science officer, for pointing us in the correct direction.
Right. So you head out
Dispensary.
to the music. So you head out into the corridor, following directions that will lead you to the PLC commissary, the equipment dispenser, where your equipment is dispensed. So you're already wearing your regulation red troubleshooter jumpsuits. And on arrival at the commissary, you're greeted by Jenny, an orange level clone from the THA sector. Welcome to PLC. I'm here to help. What can I do for you?
Greetings, greetings, Jenny. We are here to pick up equipment for our mission to assist Sector Scrubbot 002. My citizen Frank is our equipment officer.
And what's your team designation?
Quick question: is that the sector code?
Your team designation. You should have a team designation. What's your team called?
Oh, the booty tooties.
Oh. Okay, yeah. This is
I've
Team
got time for this.
BT2.
I've got time. I've got time for this. Come on, what's
No.
what-
We are the Team Booty Tooties.
Right, of course you are. Right, she leans up, leans under, disappears from the desk and comes back up with pulling the ring pull back on a can of bouncy bubble beverage, uncomfortably awake flavour, and she proceeds to down that in one go, using it to wash down a couple of stay awake pills. Right, okay. It's over this way, and she points to a table at the far side of the room, where there's a fold-out table, just like it just looks like a wallpaper pasting, like fold-out pasting table. And on top of it, a torn piece of paper with dot matrix printouts of your name. And next to each piece of paper is your allocated equipment. There is 1 red laser pistol, 1 red rubber glove, 1 spray bottle of Scum Be Gone, it's good because it's flammable, 1 scrubbing brush, long handled, 1 hygiene services equipment holster, waist mounted.
As equipment officer, sir, I'm going to take the bag.
Maybe you want to check with the captain first. I'm going to be writing stuff on my imaginary clipboard. So watch
So-
everyone.
Evan is confident, so he will confidently walk over and take the glove as the hygiene officer.
Okay, so there's 1, so it's not 1 of each item. There's 1 of each item for each.
Oh,
Person.
so we've got a glove
so-
each, a brush each.
Oh, could you read those out again? Because I
Yeah,
was not
read
able
them
to
out again,
type
please.
fast
I
enough.
can indeed. I will drop them onto your character sheets anyway. But yes, there
Oh.
is In fact, to make it easier for me, I will. Oh, no, I don't. I've got to get it. There is one red laser pistol, one red rubber glove, not a pair, just one. One spray bottle of Scum Be Gone, it's good because it's flammable. One scrubbing brush, long-handled, and one hygiene services equipment holster, which is waist-mounted. And I shall give you those things. Let me see if I can pull that through it. Okay, so let's see. Red laser pistol, red rubber glove, scrubbing brush, Scum Be Gone, hygiene services equipment holster. So, Evan, you should be able to see those items in your assigned gear on your character sheet. I shall also give them to everybody else.
Well, this is none in my assigned gear.
Hmm?
This is none in my assigned gear.
Try opening and closing again. No?
Still none.
Oh.
What was the last one I've wrote down for? The last one was the hygiene holster. Hygiene
Yeah, so
services
red-
holster.
Yeah, hygiene services equipment holster, waist mounted. No, you should be able to see. No, you should be able to see them on your character sheet. You know? Right. Yeah. 1 second. Let me see if I can figure out why that's not happening.
Team name. What is the booty tooties? Type that in.
The booty tooties.
How about on Chris's? Can you see these items on your fact sheet, Chris?
Look, I see no assigned
You're
gear.
fried.
Oh no, I'm talking. No, sorry.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, me, Chris.
That was such
The
a
real
troll
Chris.
move. That was such a troll move doing that, man.
I love it. No, I did Chris with a K, like a Kardashian, if it makes it easier.
Chris.
Chris, I have no. I've clicked on the items, nothing's come up.
Oh, not on the items on the right hand side. On the on your character sheet.
Oh, okay. On my character
There should
sheet.
be at the bottom of your character sheet. There should be a section that says assigned gear.
Yeah, mine's empty.
It's not.
Okay,
Mine says
hold on.
none.
I know. Sorry, I know what's wrong. I know what the problem is because I've. Well, let me just do this again. I'm not doing it onto your active character sheet. That's why. How about now? Is anything appearing there,
No.
Chris?
Yes, it's all
Yes!
good. Yeah,
Hooray!
yes, it's all good. Yes.
Yeah. So we got a thing: red rubber glove, red laser pistol, scrubbing brush, Scum Be Gone, and you need a holster. There we go. Okay, let's correct that situation. So Ashley, you should now have those items as well. And
We good.
Frank, you should have them.
Yep. Come big on.
And Evan.
Yep. Yay, they're there. Well, 4 of them are there.
What haven't you got?
I've got the glove, the pistol, the brush, the Scum Be Gone. I've not got the holster.
Okay, shall correct that. There you go.
There we go.
Right. That's that sorted. Pardon me. So, after you've picked up the equipment, Jenny looks to each of you. Who's in charge? Who's the equipment officer? Or who's in charge of?
That would be me.
Right. Okay. So she goes. She reaches under the table and pulls out a box, puts it on the counter, and hands out some more equipment.
Dude.
1 second. There we go. Okay. So she puts onto the table a auto mop. It also counts as a rank one weapon, a rank one weapon that also cleans stuff. A pair of safety goggles, which is a level of 2 defense against eye attacks, and a tactical laser assault rifle.
Think I might snag. I'll snag the equipment officer as somebody with some strength. Why don't I take the auto mop?
I'm going to pick up the assault rifle or whatever it was.
I'm gonna get really mad because they're doing this with my equipment, and I'm gonna use violent bureaucracy to make them all vote for who gets what.
Okay, go ahead then. So if you you know how these skills work, you click on the skill, and then it gives you a drop-down menu to select the kit skill combination, and then you can just roll away.
Go.
Oh, loads.
Okay, so that's 4 successes. So yeah, so go ahead. The floor is yours, equipment officer.
Mark, Chris, what do you think someone should have?
I think because my mandatory level of happiness is beginning to decrease, I probably would need the glasses.
No. You have to give something to someone.
I want to give it to myself.
Right, well, no.
Is that how democracy works? No.
Convince me.
I have
I'll give up.
I have pretty eyes, and these eyes need to keep an eye on everyone to make sure you're loyal and not mutiny. So I really think having the glasses would really help me with that.
I confidently, because my character's one of his adjectives is confident, I would confidently state that I'm the right person to have this this weapon because I'm the science officer and it's a scientific weapon. What did you say exactly it was again, Mr. Frame Computer?
It is a tactical laser assault rifle.
That's a very scientific weapon. I'll confidently, as the science officer, vote for myself to have that.
Okay, so being so confident and taking charge there, you can have 10 experience points as well.
Oh, thank
XP
you.
Points, right?
Hey, thank you. Thank you, Fred.
Am I not a coward?
As an equipment officer, you can also have 10 XP points.
I was sassy about the whole thing.
Thank you,
I should get points for being sassy.
I mean, I asked the equipment officer for permission, and then he got mad.
Sort it out amongst yourselves.
So, I'm skipping used to, and instead, can you tell me what you would give someone? Have I said the wrong name?
No. I would give, if it were in my power to give, I would give it to you.
What are you giving to me?
Everything. It's all the equipment. Except for, of course, my glove, my scum. Scrubbing brush, pistol, hygiene holster. Those I'll keep, but everything else, I'd give it to you.
Okay.
Equipment officer. As team leader, I was attempting to assign equipment based on skills. That was how I was attempting to do this.
Okay, but I'm very nervous about giving my equipment to anyone.
You have to check it over, but are you strong enough to use this auto mop or this assault rifle?
Being the nerd that Evan is, you'll start talking about the model specifics of the rifle and how it's calibrated a certain way and blah blah blah, and he'll nerd you all out with boring stuff about the weapon confidently.
Is starting to get angry and she is starting to lose her cool a little bit, and she's equipment officer. As your team leader, you need to. It is your equipment, as you say. It is your call. However, this is a mission that we have to complete as best we can. Surely it would be best to assign things using people's skills.
Friend computer, I'm a little concerned about Citizen Ashley's happiness
Team-
level. She sounds a bit angry.
You unhappy? I may remind you, happiness is mandatory.
I'm happy. Thank you, Isla.
Isla, can you measure her smile? I don't think that's the mandatory level of smiliness. The code.
Citizen Evan, is there a problem?
I was just a little worried about everyone's happiness levels. If you could run a little quick remote scientific happiness levels scan.
Let me remind you, Citizen Troubleshooters, that happiness is mandatory. I'm not happy.
I'm happy. I was just wondering if you could do a quick scan on the rest of the team, make sure everybody's happiness levels is at mandatory requirements. Thank you, friend computer.
Ashley, Citizen Ashley, are you happy?
I am very happy. Thank you, friend computer.
Isla, are you happy?
I am over the moon happy.
I'm glad to hear it, Isla. Frank, are you happy? Happiness is mandatory. It is treason not to be happy.
Is
Is
that
there a
me?
problem for Citizen
Right.
Frank? Happiness officer, I suggest you attend to your fellow troubleshooter who seems to be in trouble.
Yes, might I request some happiness pills?
You can. And a panel opens on the wall and some pills are dispensed.
Frank, would you like to take those happiness pills?
I didn't know the computer was talking to me.
Citizen Frank, you did not respond to the computer.
Yeah, okay, I'll do what they tell me. I didn't know.
You sound distressed, Frank.
I'm feeling better now. I just needed a pick me up. That was all it was.
I think you're going to have to make a roll, Frank, convince the computer of your level of happiness is sufficient. And for this check, I think we will, since I'm calling for a check, I will tell you what you're rolling. So, I guess it'll be a chutzpah and either, I think a bluff, really. Oh dear. Citizen Frank. Your happiness levels are somewhat wanted. Unhappiness is treason against the computer and the citizens of Alpha Complex. You are awarded 1 treason stone.
Frank, perhaps I
Please
can
ensure
provide
your happiness
counseling.
is improved immediately.
Thank you, friend computer. I will provide counseling for Frank.
Okay, computer disappears.
Thank you, computer.
Thank you, friend computer.
I'm just gonna cowardly just throw the equipment towards people and they can grab what they want.
I am going to take that mop.
Taking the goggles.
Taking the gun.
I'm perfectly happy with what's already been assigned.
Confidently taking the gun, and he makes a witty remark as well. I forgot I've got witty as one of my
I mean, I'm
characteristics as well.
I'm grabbing that mop pretty stealthily. I'm like, mine. Thank you.
As I try,
Confidently walks up, take the gun, makes a
as
witty
I try and
remark.
get the goggles, I'm going to trip over the mop because I'm clumsy.
Okay, all right. Oh, let's see. So, over the map. So, let's have that would be. Violence and melee check, I think, for tripping over the map.
Violence and what's the other one you said?
Melee.
Given that I'm holding the mop, do I have to do anything?
So what do
No,
I
you're
click?
responsible for it.
What do I have to click then? I've not had to click anything yet.
So, sorry, you just click on melee, and it'll
Okay.
open up a little window and ask you to combine a stat with a skill.
Oh, okay, yeah. I think that's right. Yeah. So then I just roll node, and then it'll do it, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Okay.
Okay. So, yeah, you Chris just goes sprawl on the floor. The mop is intact, luckily.
Don't break the equipment. Be very careful with the equipment.
You look like you're gonna cry. Maybe you need to take that. Look like you're gonna cry. You look like you're gonna cry.
I'm just very nervous. All right, leave me alone.
You want me to tell you
Citizen-
the depository?
Citizen Chris?
You need to put the pills inside you now, or you're not going to be happy. You need
I
to
had
hurry
the
that up.
pills. I took the pills.
You need to. You took them the wrong way. You took them the wrong way. That's why you're not happy.
Chris and Frank, as your team leader, I suggest we depart the dispensary and get to work on our mission. Does that
Yay.
sound fair to?
It is if all the equipment is handed out. So there was three people picked stuff up. I'm pretty sure there was a fourth thing.
I got the goggles.
I only wrote down 3 things.
Okay, well then, never mind. Let's go.
Yeah, there were just 3 things. There was the auto mop, the rifle, and the goggles.
Are we able to add? Is there any way we can add whatever we got to our inventory?
I shall do that for you.
Thank you. I took that.
Thank you much, Lee.
So, who got what? Sorry.
Citizen
Got
Evan
goggles.
got
Ashley got.
So, yeah, Ashley got what? Sorry.
I got the mop.
The mop. The auto mop. Ashley, you have got the auto mop. Evan, you should already have the rifle. And
Yep.
Chris got the goggles, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Safety goggles. There you go. So those pieces of equipment are now your responsibility, as well as the equipment officer's responsibility.
I'm confident it's in safe hands.
I will take good care of it.
Can I just confirm Ashley's mandatory bonus job position title?
Team leader.
Team leader. Thank you very much. Saves me searching through it.
He's writing them on the overlay on screen.
Oh.
And what is Sisters and Chris's mandatory bonus job?
I'm a loyalty officer, and I'm not
Loyal.
happy with them so far.
That sounds like you're doing a good job then as the loyalty officer. Always question your fellow troubleshooters. There's bound to be a traitor there somewhere. Frank was equipment officer, of course. So, what are you doing? So, the clone in the dispensary seems to have got bored of
Man, I'm
dealing
getting my
with
job
you.
on screen, like.
Yep.
Forgot me.
Evan's gonna cry. You want some happy pills?
I know, I watch my happiness levels, friend computer, put my name on screen.
What is Evan's job again?
He is the
Science officer. Science officer.
He's the officer of science.
It used to be called hygiene. Okay. Right, so where you going? What are you doing?
I'm going to teach
It's-
Citizen Chris about how to use these goggles, and then in turn teach Citizen Ashley, the team leader, about how to use the automat, because I am the science officer and they need to be instructed properly how to use these scientific tools.
I have a. Do we have an arrow that shows us where our
Yes,
Scrubbot
you do.
is?
So as soon as you announce that you're complete, you're finished here at the dispensary, the arrow changes direction, informing you that you should meet with Scrubbot 002 on the upper floor.
Lead the way, team leader.
Yes. Follow me. We are going to the second floor to meet with Scrubbot 002.
Scrubbot, your mom.
No, this is our Scrubbot.
Okay,
The
sorry.
one that we are assigned to.
Okay, sorry. I thought it was your mom. Sorry.
I am a clone. I don't have a mother.
Touche.
Shane does.
I do not believe you have a mother either.
Be careful with other citizens' happiness levels.
What's a mother?
Citizen Chris, you are the loyalty officer. People's loyalty levels will go down if you mess with their happiness levels by teasing them.
No, it's gentle.
Don't make me report you to Friend Computer for not doing your job now.
And make
Friend
me report you for
computer?
not loyal to each other. Flash me.
I am loyal to Friend Computer, don't test my loyalty.
So Citizen Evan brings up a good point. You should make notes, copious notes, regarding the conduct of your fellow troubleshooters.
I have, look. I've done notes. There's one for Evan.
Excellent.
It's fact, they're my notes.
Excellent. Loyalty officer. I think you deserve 10 XP points for that.
Yeah! I don't know what that means, but I'll do it. 10 points. Oh, okay, yeah, I can see the box.
Any information you gather will be useful during your debriefing.
Ooh, I better do one for the other two. Looking at that happiness officer.
I'm looking at your notes thinking they're not very scientific.
I'm not the science officer, so,
I'm responsible for making sure everybody's science levels are up to scratch.
A reminder, Team Booty Tooties. We have a job to do. It is my responsibility as team leader to make sure that we achieve our mission to the best of our abilities. So I appreciate you are all working hard at your additional responsibilities, but we still have a mission to achieve.
Yes, team leader.
Onward and upward.
I continue walking to Scrubbot.
Makes notes, team leader doing good job.
What more notes? There's Isla. She's got lipstick on because she's a lady. That's Ashley because she's foaming at the mouth. Minutes.
Lipstick on and I don't.
Oh, you licked yours off because you're not good at it.
Okay, so you continue on down the hallway. So the hallways, much like everything else in Alpha Complex, are color-coded to security clearance. So you, as red security clearance troubleshooters, you're allowed to travel down any corridors that are marked red or black.
Or black, yeah.
So any security clearance of your level or lower. Traversing down corridors with a high security level is treasonous behaviour. So, with that in mind, you're approaching the stairs to go to the upper level when there is a warning. Send it out over the speakers. Advising all citizens to move to the opposite side of the corridor as there is a fault with the ventilation ducts in this section. So you're currently stood on the black corridor, or in fact this is white, so anybody can use. The opposite side is orange.
So to step on that would be treason.
It would.
Science officer.
Yes, team leader.
How big of an issue will it be to stay on this side of the corridor?
It's treason to go on the other one, so I think you have to
Exactly.
take your chances.
Okay, so some people, some of the other clones in the corridor start diving to the other side of the hallway into the orange clearance.
What colour
And as they do, there is a number of clones instantly pull their weapons and start opening fire on the clones in this opposite side. At the same time, there is a massive noise starts coming from the ventilation shafts along above your heads, and you can feel this sudden updraft, and you can literally see people's clothes start to and their hair being lifted up by this level of suction as the noise increases. Yeah, and what are you doing?
I'm just doing that in front of everyone.
How big is that shaft opening or whatever?
The shafts, the fans are about 20 feet across.
Okay.
Is this coming towards us?
It's above you.
Oh. Does it seem to be causing any harm to anybody that it is?
So as you watch, a couple of people start grabbing onto the walls to stop themselves being sucked up into the fans. What are you doing?
Grabbing the wall.
Grabbing the wall?
Yeah, grabbing onto
One,
anything I
two,
can hold on to.
Grabbing all the equipment and the walls and the things.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll grab the wall.
No.
Yeah, grab the wall.
Okay, so you can make a violence. What would that be? Let's see. That would be violence, athletics.
Oh, come on, I'm good at that.
How do I? So what do I
So
click?
click on athletics, and then it'll give you a drop down and. Okay, so Frank. That's the.
I don't know what I just. What was
It'll be in
mine?
chat. It'll be in chat.
Yeah, look up in chat. Anything green is a success, 5s and 6s.
And it tells you how many successes you've got as well. Okay, so
Got 2 4s.
You can spend Moxie to.
you can spend Moxie to roll extra dice if you want on a 1-for-1 basis, but you cannot spend more than 5. We did that wrong last time. You can't spend more than 5 Moxie in one go.
Okay, I will use 1 Moxie to
Okay, so just so you'll just have to use the dice tray on the bottom of the chat window, so you can see the different dice along the bottom. Just left click on a 6-sided dice and then the roll button.
No, where did my cat go? I think that's a 6. Yes.
Okay, so
You can keep trying that as well if you want.
you can keep trying, yeah.
I don't want to
Keep
use up all my Moxie.
No. Okay, so Isla, how many successes?
I had 1.
Okay, Frank, how many successes?
I had 1.
And Ashley, how many successes?
0.
And Chris?
Just 1 success.
And Evan?
Big 2.
Okay, right. So Evan, you all grab on as hard as you can. Evan, you witness everybody, or your fellow troubleshooters, being sucked violently up into the vent, and the last thing you see is just this red mist as they're just eviscerated in the massive overhead fans. You all lose a clone.
Wait, I do?
Yeah, everybody bar Evan loses a clone.
Oh, lucky guys, rip.
Even though I was running?
Yeah.
So I take it we say we're on clone number 2?
Yep.
I have 1 left.
Don't tell us!
Oh, dear.
Oh my days.
You can buy them back.
How many XP does it cost to buy
Already
one?
0 XP.
How much XP does it cost for an extra clone? Let's see.
I think it's like 500.
Oh gosh.
It might be $1.50.
So just a handful of XP then.
Yeah, we've got like 30 between the 5 of us.
And it's non-transferable.
Is it non-transferable? We can't.
No, you can't share
okay.
it. I don't know. If somebody can look it up in the Alphapedia if you want to find it. I'm not doing it. Not yet.
I'm not doing it. Messes with my stream.
Right. So, Citizen Evan, what are you doing?
Waiting for the rest of my team's second clones to arrive, I suppose.
Okay, so
continue the job I'm on.
eventually the fans stop, mainly due to the being clogged up with parts of troubleshooters and clones. And as the fans come to a grinding halt, the panels open up in the hallway, and a team of Scrubbots come out and start cleaning up what's left of people. About 5 minutes after that, the panels open in the ceiling, and some glass tubes appear, and there's boop, 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 as new clones of your fellow troubleshooters appear, fully dressed, with all their equipment.
Welcome back.
Intact.
Be careful.
Greetings, citizens. I am your team leader.
Welcome back.
So when you come back, you have all your memories are intact, including your violent demise.
Are
you not happy?
No, I'm very happy. Let's go find Scrubbot 002.
Yeah, let's go find Scrubbot 002.
Next clone came with a different colour.
Chris, I like your new clone hairstyle.
I will press the little button on my display unit or whatever it is and say, "Friend computer, I'm a little worried about as a science officer, I'm a little worried about the compromised safety of the area we're in. Seems to be a problem with the vents, and now they seem to be jammed with clone parts."
Greetings, Sister Evan. You have a problem?
I'm a little concerned as a science officer for the safety of my team and the integrity of the building and the complex. I think there's a problem with the fans, the vents.
You're saying the complex is not functioning properly?
There may be a fault somewhere. More likely to be a clone's fault than the computer's fault, of course.
And do you know which clone is responsible for this malfunction?
I've no idea. I do not know which clones are responsible for the vents in those systems.
Are you telling me your accusation is unfounded?
It's not an accusation, just a concern.
Your concern is noted, Sister. Have a good day.
Thank you, friend computer.
Team Booty Tooties, let us continue on to our mission.
Let's go find Scrubbot 002.
I'm gonna use my scrubber handle or whatever and put it under any railings and just walk while holding that, so if something does happen again, I'm latched on.
Okay. Right, so miraculously you managed to make it safely to the upper floor, where you meet up with Scrubbot 002. So you find him in a corridor on the upper floor. It's a large, boxy, vaguely chicken-shaped robot with a wide variety of mops, brushes, hoses, manipulators and chemical sprays wired into it, hooked up to a pair of arms that protrude from the side of the central body, which houses the main mechanical and computational equipment that keeps the bot running. It's a little bit taller than an average troubleshooter, but much, much wider. Scrubbot 2 is accompanied by 2 yellow clones who introduce themselves as Oklo and Wesley.
What was the first one?
Oklo.
Greetings, citizens.
Boss, do you
Greetings,
want to introduce
Scrubbot.
yourself?
Greetings. We are here to assist Scrubbot 002, as is our assigned mission. I am team leader Ashley, and this is the team Booty Tooties, reporting for our mission.
Our duties.
Reporting for duty.
Okay, so Oklo is a kind of a broad, heavy-set woman from a sector that you've put the sector name above her head. You've never heard of it. She's carrying a clipboard that has got just this massive, thick ream of paper, probably about 12 inches thick. This ream of paper, like this, and multiple pens, calculators, and other little notebooks and things stuffed into little like a little utility belt. Wesley, on the other hand, is a tall, blonde-haired man from the housing department, the Department of Housing and Mind Control. Like everybody in the Department of Housing and Mind Control, he has really great teeth. So he turns to you and says, "Yeah, we've been assigned to oversee your mission to make sure everything conducted above board."
Of course. Yes. Let me introduce the rest of my team. We have Citizen Isla, who is our happiness officer.
You have a wonderful smile, I might say.
We have Citizen Frank, who has vanished for a moment, but is our equipment officer. We have Citizen Evan, who is our science officer, and Citizen Chris, who is our loyalty officer.
Oh, very good. Right. That's all very interesting. You're here anyway. You're here to assist the Scrubbot in whatever way you can during this difficult period. While, as I say, we're here to take notes and make sure things go to plan. And with that, they just start walking off down the hallway.
Is our arrow pointing in the direction they're walking off?
No, the arrow is pointing at Scrubbot, which is just sat in front of you.
Does it need activated?
No, it's perfectly yeah, it's active. It just sat there.
Greeting Scrubbot.
Right, kind of swivels its head round with this sullen, depressed look. Yeah, what's the matter?
Reporting for duty. We are here to assist you in your cleaning of the sector.
Okay.
Scrubbot 002, how can we assist?
Well, I need you to do what I can't do. Oh, can't be bothered to do, really, to be honest.
Understood. Can you give us some direction?
Yeah, I suppose we can kind of head to first job on the list, I suppose.
Can we see the list, Scrubbot?
No, it's in my CPU, in my memory.
What's the first job on the list, Scrubbot?
First job. Just follow me. Really, not much point. And he starts he trundles off.
Friend computer.
Citizen Evan.
Hello, friend computer. Greetings. I'm a little worried about the happiness levels of Scrubbot 002. I'm concerned.
I suggest you consult your happiness officer. It is their responsibility to ensure happiness of all team members.
Thank you, friend computer. Citizen Isla.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little concerned for the happiness level of Scrubbot 002. As you know, happiness is mandatory.
Yep, I would know that. I'm gonna just give the bot a little tiny smack on the caboose. Perk up there, Scrubbot.
Right, kind of cranes its head round on its neck and looks at you. Just kind of sighs and carries on. The Scrubbot 01 doesn't get treated like this.
Equipment officer and science officer, I know not which area of expertise this is, but do you know? I am concerned about the state of Scrubbot. I know it is not a clone, but it does not seem to be working at full capacity.
I will take a look at his programming, I guess.
Well, Scrubbot, could you just identify for us why you might not be performing up to your full potential?
Right. Stops and turns around. Well, things were going really well. I've been awarded a commendation for improving efficiency in the sector by 0.47%. thanks to my extensive polishing and cleaning of the floors. So then Scrubbot 001, he comes along. Hero of Alpha Complex now. After single-handedly taking out a terrorist cell using only a toothbrush and a packet of wet wipes. And now he's living a life of luxury. Gets to clean all the fanciest departments. Gets the best oil, all the best upgrades. Was even interviewed on a talk show last week about how much it loves the computer. Computer hates me.
Well, that's not true, Scrubbot. Computer loves us all.
Computer
Perhaps-
sent us to you.
Yeah, perhaps we just need to get your frown turned upside down,
Can I
and we can improve your efficiency once more.
could I make a roll perhaps for computer on science to see what's wrong with it, to see if there's anything wrong with its wiring or programming, if I can see any like exterior damage that might be messing with its programming or its wiring or something, or
Yeah, I suppose you can, yeah. If you can convince the bot to let you.
stand still bot for
Okay.
the good of the
So-
complex.
So convincing.
That
I'm
would
confident.
be. Oh, I don't know. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna use to
Spy to use my confidence to tell it to stand still, and science to check it over.
Okay, go on then.
Thank you. Come on.
Okay, wow. So there doesn't appear to be any technical fault with it. It should be functioning fully operational.
Was it programmed with such low happiness levels?
No. All the robots in Alpha Complex is programmed to be kind of a standard neutral level of happiness.
So it's developed this complex since the other ones came along, I guess.
Yeah, but this being Alpha Complex, it's not unofficially, of course. It's not unknown. I mean, lots of systems around Alpha Complex are constantly on the verge of collapse and in a state of deterioration.
Well, I would say to our equipment officer, Citizen Frank, that there's something wrong with this equipment here. This Scrubbot is not. It shouldn't be functioning like this. Its happiness levels are too low.
I'm sorry to inform you, but that's got nothing to do with issued equipment, so it doesn't fall into my remit of jobs. But what I can maybe do is try to make the robot happy by voting on which job it likes to do the most, because I know about machines with my being a mechanic and all. So I'm gonna get it to vote, and yeah, let's see if this works. Did I not get a single fucking success?
Nope.
Did I not get a single fucking
That's what you
success?
get for trying to roll mechanics, but you're not going to say.
Okay, so yeah, you fail that so miserably that Scrubbot just keeps moving and kind of almost trundles over you to the point that it runs over your foot, and you take a first level of injury as it runs, as its heavy wheels run over your foot, almost crushing your feet. So, meanwhile, your friendly yellow clones, your friendly overseers, are quietly taking notes, consulting with each other, whispering and pointing.
Anyone got a a first aid kit or a plaster.
You're the equipment
Can I,
officer.
can I try and seduce the robot to make it happy with my charming personality? Because
You can indeed. You can. Which and what skill combination would you be doing to try to do that with?
I think
Gotta
it's the
be,
classic. It's chutzpah and charm because I do okay at those things. Let's see.
Oh, the computer. Okay, so, well, you tell us what's the outcome of that.
Well, part of me wants to get like an old trash can and put lipstick on it and be like, "This could make a woman for you. It's very pretty. Maybe stick some eyelashes on it." I'd pick him up. Like I've never seen like a such a bristly long brush, such fine, thick, girthy fibers. Like you could make a dustbin blush. Yeah, I'm trying to big him up, make him feel like a big strong robot.
It's his mood seems to improve a little bit. He quite happily trundles along at the side of you, exchanging small talk. Friend computer an alert appears on your eyeball display, awarding you 20 experience points.
Yeah.
Nobody else sees. Well, you see, you don't say anything, but everybody you see this the XP point gauge on his above Chris go like beep.
Is that, I see
Way
that
to boost morale, Chris.
way to do Citizen Isla's job for her, Chris. Go that look.
So, Scrubbot 002 leads you on towards the first job, which takes you into more the well-to-do areas of Alpha Complex, but areas that you've never been before. It exists on under one of the few domes. It's not a dome that shows you the outside. It's just a dome. And most of this, you have to stick to strict paths to allow your narrow pathways that allow your security clearance. There's most of these as the roads and hallways that lead through this big wide open area are at least orange level and above. And in this area, it's mainly taken up by residential homes, mansions even, which compared to the dormitories that you were forced to live in, it's quite an eye opener.
Seeing the big mansions makes me feel inspired to be a better citizen and to get to that level one day, and it does wonders for my happiness level.
It's the only way.
Can I look, Scrubbot 002, we're heading into the... This is just what you talked about Scrubbot 001 doing. This is great.
It's not the same. It's not. I don't get to see the good people, the important people. It's come on, it's this way, and he leads you to what essentially is like a servant's entrance of one of the mansions.
Can I try and give Scrubbot 002 a pat on the back, but like a "you can do it" sort of thing, and use chutzpah and melee?
And melee.
Him.
A hearty pat on the back.
Yeah.
I like it.
Encouraging.
Okay. Why not? Let's see what would happen. I'm sure that couldn't go horribly wrong at all.
Okay, so
Oh wow. Okay, so 3 successes. What is the effect of your
I'm trying
morale
to
boosting slap?
he still seems a little bit mopey. Like I'm trying to be like, yeah, I'm just trying to bring him up to sufficient happiness levels that, you know, trying to get him up, get him sort of up and ready to work on this mission with us.
Okay. Well, I suppose it's not that bad. I mean, these at least these the two that live here have been in quite a few holidays.
Exactly. That's cool.
And yeah, so it leads you in through this through the service entrance, and as it leads you through the interior of this mansion, you can hear two men arguing. And as you come out into like a large sort of entry hall with a like grand staircase leading up to the upper floors, you see two men who appear to be having some marital argument. And these are guys you see. You see that?
Yep. Martin's going to be back in 5 minutes, so we get time for a half-time break, Phil.
Okay. Yep, fine enough. So yeah, we'll leave you in the company of Stahl and Anne.
Oh,
Nice. Right, Phil, you want to say that bit about the characters again? Then?
Oh yeah. Okay, so yeah, going back to what I was saying right at the beginning about naming conventions. So as C, we've got Arn, which is ARN, and his security clearance is orange, so it's O, and his sector is LLD. So we've got Arnold, and then we've got, of course, Stahl, who is also an orange security clearance, and he's from sector NNE. So we've got Stallone. We've got Arnold and Stallone.
Love it. Love it.
So, as I say, as you arrive in this sort of foyer, big hallway, plus this grand staircase, double staircase, the pair of them arguing, having some marital dispute by the sounds of it. And Arnold goes, "Get me my supper! Get me my supper!" And Stalls is like, you no idea what he's saying. Just sounds like somebody who's been stuffing about 10 ton of cotton inside his mouth. Or as this says, mumbles like someone who has stuffed their cheeks with Marlon Brando.
I'm worried about the happiness levels.
Listen. I am too. Friend computer.
Yes, Citizen Ezra. I went.
No, you're right either way, friend computer, you are.
I know.
I'm a little concerned about the happiness level of the residents here. I just overhear these citizens and it doesn't sound like they're too happy, and unfortunately they're not on our team. However, I'm happy to provide some counseling.
That sounds like you're going above and beyond your duties.
I do try, friend computer, I do try.
I'd be most happy to see the results, Citizen.
Thank you for granting me the opportunity.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too. I'm gonna walk over to where the shouting's coming from.
Okay. So as you walk closer, a pop-up appears on your eyeball display, asking you if you want to install a translation from a translation app.
I think I might need it with these two, so yeah.
Okay, you are deducted. 10 XP is deducted from your total.
Are you on negative XP now?
Oh,
On my
man.
way to getting another clone, maybe.
So, you wait. There's this kind of loading bar comes up, and it comes up. It says, "Trademark Stallone translation software." So it only allows you to understand what Stallone is saying. That's it. Nothing else.
Am I able to decipher what he was saying earlier? Or?
So yeah, they appear to be having an argument about what they're having for dinner. So Stallone or Stall is saying that the rice needs to be prepared for the meal, and Arn turns to Scrubbot 002 and says, "You are supposed to do the rice. The rice."
Greetings, citizens. Couldn't help but overhear. It sounds like we might have a need for some assistance. Would that help to make you both happier?
Yes, so that will help. We have. Are you here to work with Scrubbot?
We are. We are here to assist Scrubbot 002. And
Excellent.
hopefully you assist me too.
Excellent. We have some jobs that are to be assigned to Scrubbot 002.
We're happy to take those over.
Okay, so there are four. Let's see, 4 jobs that need accomplishing in the Arnold and Stallone household. One is that all the rice.
Just a quick question.
Sorry, go on. Yes.
Is this only Isla who can understand this at this point, or?
So Isla is the only one who can understand Stallone.
Okay, so we can't understand this.
You can understand Arnold.
Is this
So
Arnold speaking?
Arnold is the one who seems to do the main talking. Yeah.
I was assuming that we were just couldn't understand. Okay.
So
in which case, I have come over because I am team leader, and therefore I must know what our tasks are.
And so you should. So yes, there are 4 tasks. The first of which is the rice for the evening meal needs preparing. So it's a very particular recipe that requires the rice to be polished individually, each grain. Also, the bins need taken out to the rear of their mansion. The laundry vat needs scrubbing, and Stallone apparently threw his watch into the toilet after he decided that he no longer wanted it and he got bored of the watch. But apparently he's changed his mind now and he wants the watch back. So somebody needs to go into the sewage ducts to retrieve the watch.
I think Mr. Goggles is well prepared for that.
So you have 4 tasks.
I'm going to try and find out a scientific method to get these grains of rice polished faster.
I can take out the garbage bins.
Okay.
I am happy to scrub the laundry vat.
I am happy to supervise everyone to make.
You are not team leader. You do not need to. You do not get to supervise.
Computer, can I speak to you for a moment?
What is it, Citizen Chris? How can I help?
Hi, computer. Yeah, we're having a great time, but I don't know. I'm getting kind of issues with the team leader. They don't seem very loyal. They seem to be well, I don't know. You would call it quite a low. No, you can't hear this. like a lower colour than they should be. I think maybe you could, I just wanted to
Are they,
report it.
are they performing treasonous activities, Citizen Chris?
I mean, I just want you to put like a little note on their file. I have suspicions that they may be, not fulfilling their potential, which may mean they are a traitor or something worse.
I trust as loyalty officer you will be keeping an eye on this and bring this up at debriefing, if not sooner.
I will send you my notes. There's quite a few. I'll just send them over for you to look through.
I can see everything that you see and hear.
Cool. That's it, computer.
You have a good day now.
Bye. Yes, Ashley. Sorry, I just had to check in.
I was saying.
Did Ashley hear all this, or is it like?
Yeah.
You can sort of like not telepathic, but you can kind of open up a kind of sort of subliminal kind of conversation. Get what it calls it.
Okay, I'm gonna make her.
If you think really, really hard, you can talk to them.
But yeah, sorry, I'm gonna make that face and be like, oh, sorry, Ashley, the computer wanted to speak to me about something.
I thought you had constipation. I was worried about your health.
Man, pretty good.
I mean, Citizen Chris, you did not look well. Should our science officer take a look at?
I mean, your hygiene is very important to the team.
Exactly, Citizen Evan. Would you mind taking a quick look at Citizen Chris? He was making a face.
Certainly,
it did not look comfortable.
Certainly, Citizen Ashley, the health of the team and the hygiene of the team is my top concern. I'll give him a look over. Let me look at my sheet to see if there's a role for that.
Roll for constipation.
Yeah, to see if he's feeling ill. So I'm going to use my brains and
Yep. Science. That would seem the obvious one.
Yep. A 1.
Okay, got a success. Well, you tell me.
So I think there maybe is something wrong with our what job are you? The loyalty officer. I think maybe there's something wrong with our loyalty officer. I think they might be a mutant.
Oh no.
Fred, computer.
Yes, Citizen Evan. What can I do for you?
I'd like to report a mutant.
Mutants, you say? Mutants
Yeah.
are traitors and an enemy of all citizens of Alpha Complex.
I know, Fred, computer. It's a big concern.
And who is your suspect?
Citizen Chris.
Citizen Chris. That is most disturbing. What evidence do you have of this accusation?
His happiness levels are all off, and he's not functioning properly.
So what are you going to use to? You need to convince the computer a bit of that.
Alpha Complex, my chutzpah and my Alpha Complex. I'm confidently using my chutzpah and my understanding of how the Alpha Complex works, and how a mutant would sneakily get in here, how it would infiltrate the complex, and how it would go undetected, and I'll roll that.
Okay. Ooh.
Thank you for your evidence, Citizen Evans. This is of great concern. We shall keep Citizen Chris under strict observation. As precaution, we award Citizen Chris 1 treason stone.
Thank you, Fred, computer.
Thank you for your assistance. You are granted 10 XP points.
Oh, thank you, Fred, computer. Safety is my main concern.
Is there anything else I can help you with, Sister Nevin?
That's excellent. Thank you, Fred Computer.
Have a good day now.
I don't like Bruce's face right now. Next fee.
Seeing as how XP is a reward for I'm just kidding.
Update my character sheet. We'll go to the XP. Come on.
Team Booty Tooties, we shall begin our work with our for Arnold and Stallone. So we have been given 4 tasks. Citizen Evan offered to attempt to find a quicker way to polish the rice. Citizen Isla has said she would empty the bins. I will scrub the laundry vat. And it is now left to our equipment officer and our loyalty officer to find the watch in the sewage duct.
I'm happy with that. I'm gonna, because I guess me and Frank would need to go together to do this. I might have a private word with Frank about some stuff.
Sounds like a prime opportunity to have a private word about some stuff. Okay, so yeah, if you're Frank and Chris, you gain access to the basement and via the basement to the sewage tunnels where you begin wading waist deep in raw sewage. So that's probably going to take you a while. If you want to chat privately, you can. Talk of which, one moment while I install that module that I said I was going to install to allow you to have little private conversations.
Oh, cool.
So this may restart your instance of Foundry. Don't panic.
So this is the one time that Frank gets out of his shell and he looks at he looks at Arnie and he goes, "Put the cookie down."
Let's go and find. Go get the toilet. Go into the toilet and get the watch.
Okay, I'll do it for you. And I
Quick now!
I reach out to do the shake from Predator. Yeah.
Okay, you reciprocate. So yeah, you've probably seen some of the films they've been in. They've starred in numerous films together. Mainly the series called Die Commie Die, which they've made about. The latest one was number 50. Is everybody loaded back in?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
There's
somebody...
50 movies in the series.
Oh.
All called exactly the same. Die Commie Die.
Nice.
So I think Chris is
Treason
not
suspected and
Nah,
Citizen
no.
Isla are PXR
Anything
to
good?
maybe up to no good. What?
So now that module is installed. If you right click on somebody's name in the players list, you'll get an option that says Open Whisper Box.
Is this so? Previous game, right? You said that we were allowed to message other people, but we had to include friend
Me.
computer.
Yes.
Okay, so game master would have to be included.
Yes. I can see conversations.
Ah, so Fred Computer sees all anyway.
I'm gonna go put my ice cream away because I didn't finish it.
Did friend computer see you eating ice cream?
Getting serious if the snacks are going away, like, fuck me.
Yeah. So I can't see all private messages. There's no hiding.
So how do we message each other? What do I have to click?
Bottom left,
So,
right click your name.
So the players list in the bottom left-hand corner.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah, I can see it.
If you right click on a name, it'll bring up a menu, and one of the options is open whisper box.
I found it now.
Ah,
I can see this, but no one else can see it, right?
Citizen Chris is up to no good.
Uh,
Citizen Frank's up to no good. It says treason suspected whenever you whisper, by the way, on the main display.
I was just testing it. I literally sent him testicles.
treason is suspected. No,
yeah, I failed to mention that, didn't I?
You did.
and while we are all sort of separate on our jobs, can I speak to friend computer?
You can, of course you can.
Friend computer, I have been attempting to keep an eye on my team, and I have noticed some suspicious behavior from Citizen Chris. First of all, as a loyalty officer, he attempted to antagonize the other members of the group, which does the opposite of inspire loyalty, including making fun of, or attempted making fun of, what he referred to as a mother. I pointed out I did not have one of those. But he also attempted to deny a direct... as team leader, I assigned jobs, and he attempted to deny said job. And I wished to point out this behavior, as this is not conducive to loyalty in the team.
Thank you, Sister National. Thank you for pointing this out. These are serious accusations. Are you sure you have the evidence to back these claims up?
I have written it down in my notebook from previous encounters, yes.
Then I fully expect you to divulge this information during your debriefing. But keep me posted.
Of course.
I'll be happy to assist if there are any more developments.
Of course, I am happy to keep you posted as and when anything develops, and will debrief fully.
Of course, don't forget that false accusations are treason.
Everybody's whispering, I've not got any whispers.
Chris, Evan, I've sent someone a message. Someone needs to check it.
Where do you see the messages? Have I got messages I've not looked at, maybe?
I know, I've just sent someone a message.
I don't see any messages. No one whispers me.
Okay. Sorry, I've got to respond to some of these.
I'm not gonna whisper anything because I don't want to, because it brings up treason, and I'm not treasonous.
You're all treasonous. Everybody's whispering and no one's whispering to me.
I've done nothing.
I'm honest. I literally can't lie. I'm not treasonous, so I can't whisper people. You can whisper me if you'd like. my brain is always open.
Sounds like treason to me.
So while I'm waiting for a reply to that message that I replied to,
I love the.
Everybody's whispering and no one's whispering to me.
Yeah, this. Okay. Right. Okay. Fair enough. I understand. That will require an expenditure. I'm sure whoever that refers to knows what I'm talking about. Anyway, so let us return to some of these tasks. So I suppose the easiest, most straightforward of one, and probably the person who was isolated, so hence nobody's speaking to him, is Evan, who's polishing rice.
Yeah, I found the most scientifically accurate method to make it go as fast as possible. I've got it all set out in a system to make it fast.
Okay, so what are your suggestions, and I will tell you if I think they're bollocks or not.
Well, it depends if I've got any equipment around me to do it. What have I...
So there is it's quite a well-equipped kitchen. Not kitchen.
So he'll do something with. I don't know. He's got to polish the rice individually.
Yep. Might I suggest? Would you like a suggestion?
Yes, please.
I would suggest brains plus science to.
All right, okay. If you could just
figure
let me
out-
roll on it, that's fine. I thought you were trying to make me think of it. I'm like,
Oh no, yeah, I'm happy
No,
to think, but I'm
rolling
happy
on
to
it,
provide us.
yeah, I'll roll it on it. Fine, that's cool. So what's it?
Yeah.
What did you reckon?
No, okay, so
Brain-
that you can come up with brains plus science, and you maybe come up with a way to efficiently polish all the rice so it can be cooked. And oh dear, that's a complete failure. What a shame.
Can I spend
right,
a moxie
so-
to roll a dice?
You can spend a moxie to roll a dice if you wish.
Come on. Oh my dear.
Oh dear. Right. Okay. Well, we'll come back to you. So meanwhile, Isla, you're taking the bins out. So.
What he's up to, man?
That's so funny.
Oh god, I need to go back through these.
Now, when he's all whispering at each other, this really feels like paranoia now. This really feels like the vibe of this game now.
I need to scroll back a bit. Right. Okay. So let me see.
Who has the map? Let me have a look.
Let's see. What that was.
Ashley.
Ashley had the little mop.
Oh, I have them up. Yes.
Ashley, could you use the mop to clean the rice and polish it quickly for us?
I can certainly give it a try. I would be happy to do so. All for the mission.
Oh, Frank is in the sewer.
I was going to say, I'm with Frank. We've been sent to the sewer, and
Unless Frank is refusing to go into the sewer, of course.
Oh,
That'd be treason.
I thought I had time to sit around and chat. Sorry.
you can chat with me because I'm with you, but everyone else, they're all upstairs.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Oh, might be too late with that. No, won't. So they have sent somebody a message first
Okay.
setting the privacy levels of roles. So in the dice tray, there's a little drop-down menu that lets you set the privacy to the privacy level. Who can see the result of the roll? So if you want to make it private, so only I can see it, you set it to private GM role. If I've I happen to asked you to make a roll and you want to make it private so nobody else can see it. If that makes sense. If that doesn't make sense, then please send me a message.
How do we make it secret? What do we have to press?
So in the on the
I
chat
can't move the
window.
map anymore. Oh, there we go.
in the chat window, on the chat tab,
Okay.
down at the
Okay.
bottom, there is a little drop down menu that if you click on it, it opens it up. Public role, private GM role, blind GM role, or self role.
Yeah. Okay,
Wait, who's Solomon?
It's using our characters from last time, I noticed.
Oh, that's weird.
When we do that. My character, because Solomon was Chris's character, mine was Norman, I think.
Yeah.
I thought some weirdo was coming in and like sabotaging.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Friend computer.
We've been hacked.
I don't say that, it's treason.
Okay. Okay, oh, that's sent it to my whisper box as well, that's cool.
Can we change?
Sorry. Okay. Right. So we were so Isla, you're taking the bins out.
I sure am.
You're taking the bins out. Let me see. Let me try and concentrate on one of these tasks for a minute. Okay, so are you using the method you prescribed earlier?
I believe so.
Very well. Okay, so you perform your task incredibly efficiently and fast. You take the bins out. Unfortunately, as you take the bins to the designated clearance area at the back of the mansion, you run into some suspicious individuals going through the rubbish already there. So each of them is wearing a furry hat and has a kind of red badge with a hammer and sickle on.
Commies!
Right, they kind of look up, sort of looking surprised and a bit looking ever so slightly suspicious. What are you doing?
Do I know how to say hello in Russian? I'm just kidding.
I do.
I'm gonna. Greetings, citizens.
Okay, there's like they look at each other and they look like they're going. They look like they're reaching for something inside their jumpsuits.
Don't mean any harm here.
I'm gonna ready my pistol.
You're in the sewer.
You're in the sewer, aye.
He's like, where they at?
They should try to play like Martin. No, I'm everywhere. I'm omnipresent. I'm everywhere.
I forget where I am. Sorry.
Hey, you're like, I'm the only person with you.
You're at it as well, by the way, Martin. I'll see you.
Busy. Busy while you guys are all scrubbing rice and shit.
You're at it,
busy,
citizen.
I'm busy doing stuff.
Dear me. Oh, face aches. So what's Isla doing?
I mean, you no harm. I'm just going about my task, and I can see you're going about your tasks.
Okay, they pull like laser pistols on you, and you receive one wound as they open fire.
Shit.
I'm gonna throw the trash bins at them.
Okay, so
Damn it, this
give us a violence plus a throw check then. You can add a bonus dice as well, buddy.
You're rolling it privately, by the way.
Oh, sorry. I had toggled that when he had said it. Following along.
Yeah. Everything's private now.
Yeah, you're at
Everyone's showing the true colours.
it.
You said I have to do a bonus die? Is that
Yeah,
the make
so-
success?
No, so if you go to, I'm not sure what that makes success button does. What's that do? It doesn't do anything. Okay, so no, if you're on the dice tray at the bottom, there's just select a d6 and press roll. Okay. Right, so you hurl this one of the bigger bins, one of the kind of like waste bins at the communists, taking out and scattering the group. But one of them manages to like loose off a shot before they escape. So you take another wound. But you did successfully take out the trash, and so you get 20 XP points.
I'm positive.
Yes. Good luck, citizen.
Oh, who was scrubbing out the laundry vat?
Moi.
Okay, so this classes like taking out the rubbish. This classes as a dangerous task. So I will require you to make a violence plus athletics check to clean out, to scrub out the inside of the laundry vat before it fills with scalding, boiling water.
Ah, shit. I do not have good athletics. But I can't. If I'm using the mop, can I use melee instead? As if I'm using it like a weapon.
I will give
Like
you
a
a bonus. I'll give you a bonus dice for having them up.
Okay. So, I'll roll, I guess, one, and then I'll add another dice.
Yes. Yeah. Unfortunately, that's the only way we can do it. Oh.
Where did my check go for this? I guess I don't need to, but for.
Still rough.
Citizen Chris is
So
up
there's
to no
the-
good.
So,
Okay.
I think that's
Um,
2 successes.
It is 2 successes. So you managed to, you managed to complete the task. So you managed to clean out the all the scale or the lime scale from inside of the laundry vat and dive out just in time as it fills with scalding, boiling water, escaping with your life because it would certainly have killed you if you'd been inside. And you get 20 XP points for completing the task.
Yay!
So
My
meanwhile,
first XP.
in the sewer, so Frank and Chris, you are wading, like I said, waist deep in all this raw sewage, through this soup with a nice thick crust on top. Searching for the watch. So this task is quite dehumanizing and unpleasant. So you don't have to make a roll. You do eventually find the watch, but because of the dehumanizing aspect of this, you both lose a moxie point.
Can I ask if maybe Hank wants to read his messages now before something happens? Oh, we lose 1 moxie point. Okay.
I'm sad I never got any messages.
Listen, you can send them. You're just going to be potentially treasonous.
Exactly, I'm not.
Uh,
I'm a good citizen.
Don't worry, Evan. I haven't sent any messages either,
We're
or
good
received
citizens.
them.
We're good citizens.
Okay, so while whatever's going off is going off in the background there, I'm not sure I'm seeing all the messages, which is definitely treasonous. But anyway, so so while Evan, you were like struggling to clean this rice, obviously it's a mammoth task, but you're struggling to get this done on time.
when Anne comes in and demands to know why it is not ready on time for the meal that has been prepared this evening. And to talk your way out of that, I think I shall require a chutzpah plus charm, unless you've got a better suggestion.
I'm gonna use Chutzpah and Melee to start throwing them through a little polishing rag one at a time to look, it's almost finished, and use my Chutzpah to confidently throw them through the thing, using Melee, throwing them through this little hole one after another. Almost done, boss.
I'm calling a bit bogus on that one.
Yeah, because it would have to be throw anyway. It wouldn't be athletics if I'm throwing them. It would be throw.
And you are late, and it's not the thing that you haven't done, so you're running over. It's taking too long.
Can I do Chutzpah and throw?
No.
No, right, so what was it?
It would if you don't come up with anything better, it'll be Chutzpah, just charm, or maybe bluff, or
I'll do bluffs better than charm.
okay. Like I say, unless you can come up with something better to explain it away. Oh well, no, doesn't matter anyway. So you successfully, you take off the heat. You're convinced. You calm Anne down, and you manage to get all the rice ready for the evening meal, and you get 20 XP for completing your task.
Yes, calm down, Arnie.
Do you guys tell the people in the sewer that you get 20 XP for completing your task?
Should you tell the people in the sewer that I got 20 XP?
No, I can't remember if I told the
Alright.
Chris and Frank in the sewer that they get 20 XP for completing their task as well.
Oh, no, that's good.
Yeah. So you lost some moxie, but you got some XP for return the watch.
Oh, I've lost XP. There it is. Hey.
Okay. So your tasks at the Arnold and Stallone manor are complete.